What's up, Wonders of London fans? It's me, Vincent, back again. Apologies, lost signal. Apologies, lost signal again. Not sure what's going on. I'm always live in this area, so hopefully the signal stabilizes. I've got full bars, so it's a bit strange, but hope you're all doing well. Debbie Vaughan, bad signal in that area. How's the signal now? Is it any better? Hello, Martha Smith. So just got back to Moorgate. I was trying to show you some of the little side streets, but signal doesn't like to that area. How is the signal now? I've got full bars on Moorgate. Is it any better? As we walk towards the Bank of England. Hello, Tabitha Cook. We're back okay at the moment. Debbie Vaughan. Thank you. So we've got Unipec UK here. We're back on Moorgate. I love the little streets surrounding Moorgate, going in and out of Moorgate. But unfortunately, the signal does not want to be very friendly today. But hopefully, it's just a little side street. So many cool little spots in there. Hello, Sharon Charles in the Bronx. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, no, I just had to reset and then lost signal again, but it seems to have stabilized now, Susan. Hope you're well. Fine now, thank you, Debbie. Judy, okay now. Thank you very much. Got a cool door for compensation. Brown Shipley and Company Limited. Cool gate, rather. Hello in Mexico. Santiago Hector Cia. There we got the Bank of China. So this is the old and still financial district. Of course, we got another financial district now in Canary Wharf. But this is the OG financial district with its own laws, legalities and legalese. As I was saying earlier, we are going to Tower Hill Station. I have a tour at 3 p.m. So just slowly making our way to Tower Hill. Say a quick hello to St. John Soane, whose tomb inspired the telephone booth. So if you love telephone booths, so John Soane designed a tomb, a mausoleum at St. John's. St. John, sorry, what is it? St. Pancras Old Church, rather. To bury his wife, and then he is buried there as well now. And the shape of that tomb, the shape of that sort of grand old mausoleum, is the shape of the K6 telephone booth. So if you love those telephone booths, I've always wanted to catch the moon from here, but never been able to. But if you do love the telephone booths, then you do have Sir John Soane to thank. And he built the Bank of England as well. And look at all the wonderful architecture that we have in this area. Johanna Malone Lopez, hello, and thank you for the stars, Johanna. You're a legend. And of course, we're talking about rain earlier. Got a little puddle with the reflection of my hair. Martha Smith, hello in South Africa. How are you? So we'll continue along here. Debbie, thank you for sharing. You're amazing. I love reflections, as some of you know. Johanna Malone Lopez, thank you for the stars. You're like a legend. Cindy Davino, hello, and have a fabulous day as well, Cindy. I'm hoping it doesn't rain, but we'll see. Johanna Malone Lopez says thanks to Debbie for letting her know we are live. Lots of construction around the Bank of England, or roadworks rather, than construction. Don't think they have any space to build anything new really, and they can't really knock down any of these old buildings. We're working, of course, on the traffic lights. It's single file traffic. Good afternoon to you, Maria Alejandra Casen from London. Of course, good morning over there, wherever you are joining us from. Argentina, actually. I think at Tucumán, desde Tucumán, Argentina. Hello, Valerie Gillespie Durbin from New Zealand.
The manager of the whole tour.
Fine day, well, it is fine at the moment. But the early prediction was for rain. There we got Mansion House. Can't wait till November. Not for my birthday, which is in November, but for the Lord Mayor's Parade. I love the Lord Mayor's Parade. We've covered the last few. I can't remember how many Lord Mayor's Parades we've done now. But it's always a good show. The Lord Mayor's Parade. Debbie Smith, hello, how are you? Thank you for the stars, Debbie Smith, you're a legend. Yellow star icon missing. And you can call up the row of star amounts when you write a comment. Oh, not sure. It's so annoying when Facebook and all of them social media apps do that. But thank you for the stars, Debbie. Hopefully they sort that issue out. So here we are in the bank area. We're on Cornhill and Lombard Street. We've got some kind of model shoot here. Instagram. Do it for the gram, guys. Always do it for the gram. We got one of the great heroes of this nation, Wellington. And of course, I think Diane Blackburn, I don't know if Diane's watching, but Diane let me know that there's actually a vent here. So if you look at the base, that's a vent where on a cold winter's night, you can actually come and get a bit of warmth if you sit by Wellington. So Wellington does bring us a little bit of warmth in the winter. Halatina Napa Brumley, how are you? Who do you think is one of the greatest generals or admirals in British history? Of course, we've got a few titans like Wellington, Nelson, both of whom are buried at St Paul's Cathedral, where the witches' tour ends. But we also have a lot of interesting individuals, not just generals and admirals actually. For example, you've got the tale of Jack Churchill, aka Mad Jack Churchill. A lot of interesting war stories. Yes, Debbie, thank you for letting people know if they're having an issue, how to send stars. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's just I was just mentioning that the Facebook stuff and the all these updates they do and the changes. Oh, that's lovely. We've got 1, 2, 3 pink tulips in a field of this purple tulips. Very beautiful. How is it in Texas, Tina Napa Brumley?
Oh, that's sweet. Look, he's giving you a hug.
And of course, over here, I think we have the odd one out. Ooh, there's 2 of them, so not quite the odd one out. You see that white and purple one? Very lovely. Do feel free to make screenshots, of course, if you'd like to. Oh, I love flowers. Here we've got the Royal Exchange. I'm still sad they got rid of the paparazzi that used to be there. And a lovely clock here. Do love a good clock as well. Got a water pump coming up as well. One of the famous old water pumps, which of course a lot of them are connected to cholera breakouts and epidemics. And perhaps the most famous is Jon Snow's around Soho ways. And you got a lovely pub, the Jon Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. I love that thing in Game of Thrones. They're always saying, you know nothing, Jon Snow. But if we look at the real Jon Snow, who proved that cholera was being spread by water as opposed to being spread by little demons in the air. There was a period where they thought cholera was spread by really little demons, miasma in the air. So quite a fascinating little thing. But yeah, when Jon Snow made his hypothesis saying, look guys, cholera is actually being spread by the water, not by the air, not by foul air or miasma in the air. Of course, we needed to clean the air as well, but It was actually being spread by the water. Everyone pretty much said, all the doctors and scientists of the day pretty much said, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." So I do find that quite interesting. This well was discovered. The well was discovered, much enlarged, and this pump was erected in the year 1799 by the contributions of the Bank of England, the East India Company, and the neighbouring fire officers, together with the bankers and traders of the ward of Cornhill. Of course, you've got a keyhole there, which is so cool. Hello, Lucy, how are you? Luce. And of course, you've got, on this spot, a well was first made and a house of correction built thereon. By Henry Walls, Mayor of London, in the year 1282. And that's one of the famous water pumps in the wells of London. We got another one by the statue of Dr. Samuel Johnson, who of course said of London, "Sir, when a person is tired of London, they are tired of life. For there is in London all that life can afford." Of course, he originally said, "When a man is tired of London." I would like to paraphrase that. Good that it's dry weather forecast for London. No, it doesn't sound promising. It's supposed to be raining now. Ooh, totally almost missed the green man there. It's supposed to be raining now, so hopefully it holds. But as you can see, the clouds have pretty much covered the blue skies of London. Thank you for the stars once again, Debbie. But yeah, hoping the forecast lets me down once again. It's always letting me down. Coming up by St. Michael's. I love the entrance to St. Michael's. It's actually open at the moment. They've got choral evensong on Tuesday, so if any of you are looking for an evensong, check it out. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. I have a choral evensong here at St. Michael's. Ooh, does anyone remember when we were in Oxford? Hello, Georgianne Erickson, how are you? Do you guys remember when we were in Oxford a few weeks ago? And I was telling you about the coffee shop that claims to be the first coffee shop in the nation. Let me see if I can find the date. Oldest coffee shop. Does anyone remember the date? Because we're approaching the oldest coffee shop in London. So, what was the name? 1654, I think. Oldest coffee houses. Oh no, that's, yeah, 1654. Ah, this is just 2 years earlier. So apparently, I need to verify that actually. But apparently here stood the first coffee house in London at the sign of Pasqua Rosé's Head, 1652. So I need to confirm that. I just saw it on Google. So I need to, because I can't remember the date for the life of me. But Google is telling us that it was 1654 in Oxford. Does anyone remember the date when we were in Oxford? But here it appears 2 years earlier, because that one claims to be the oldest coffee house in England. Now, of course, it can be the oldest coffee house if it never closed down, if it has been there since 1654 and never shut down or never operated as anything else. I do think it probably shut down at some point over in Oxford. We've got all the bankers, are they having a pint for lunch? Hello, Tamako from Judy. Hello to Tamako as well. Hello, Abdul. Hi. Alamiyar. So I just love this little spot where you got the Georgian vulture on Bengal Court from the year 1600. You also got the old Pickwickian hostelry. Of course, we got the Dickens Pickwick papers connected to here. Amazing Sharon Thomas. Certainly is. So as I was saying, I think earlier, this is the banking district. Might have been in the earlier live before losing business. Yeah, business is done in the pub. Wendy. Yeah, I mean, that pub is often closed on the weekends, and I can see why. If at lunch everyone comes for a pint, and after work they all nip in again, they don't need business on the weekend. However, this spot is usually open on the weekend, Gaucho. So it might open later, but it's closed at the moment. Amazing Sharon Thomas. Monica, will be sunny and 75 degrees Fahrenheit in Ohio, 8:32 a.m. 43 degrees, chilly at the moment. But you're looking forward to a warm day. That's lovely. I can feel a couple of raindrops, rather. A little bit of drizzle. Let's go into Leadenhall Market as we slowly head to Tower Hill Station. As I mentioned, I do have a tour this afternoon, but we're going to be live on the clock app after the tour. And the plan is, I say the plan is, because they may change it. It's not dependent on me. If it was dependent on me, they would open it every 10 minutes. But the plan is at 6:45 p.m, 18:45, that's London time, of course. They should be opening Tower Bridge, so they're going to be operating the Tower Bridge lift, and we want to be live on the clock app. A couple of days ago, on Monday the 8th, special day for me, Monday the 8th, Beatrice's parents visited. Beatrice is my girlfriend, by the way, from Italy, over the weekend, and on Monday we got to see one of the cruise ships going under Tower Bridge. The Tower Bridge opened for the cruise ship to go through. Don't worry, we've got a video for you, so you'll be checking out that video soon enough. But also in the evening, we went to the O2. Let me tell you, I've never properly been in the O2. And of course, my girlfriend's Italian, and her parents, of course, are Italian. Got the old Rip Van Winkle. Not going to taste it, but we'll return. 6:45 bridge lift. Hello, Petra B, how are you? So I wanted to ask if they do tastings every day, but of course he is working, they are working, so we'll let them continue. We'll come back, see if they do tastings all the time. But yeah, the bridge should be opening, the bridge lift should be happening at 6:45. It's also going to happen at 5, and I believe 5:30 or 5:45. But of course, at that time I'm going to be doing the tour, so I won't be able to catch that. But we should catch the 6:45 if it goes ahead, of course. So looking forward to that. But I really loved it because I always wondered how they. So you guys are going to see how I did the video of the entire process. So I always wondered how they got the cruise ships, because there's not much space for the cruise ships to turn, and I never thought of it. They actually have a wee little boat that pulls the cruise ships. So you guys are going to be able to see it when we post that video, when Marco posts it at some point, of course. But it was pretty cool to see, and it's a wee little boat pulling this massive cruise ship, and it was quite fascinating just to look at. As I mentioned, we did do a video of that, so you can look out for it. We've got more bankers having a pint for lunch. That's the life, innit? Yeah, I forget which ship it was that was going through, but I did note it down on the video. So it was the Hamburg. There's something Hamburg. A tug, yeah, they had a tugboat, so they were pulling. Like, yeah, it was so cool. And they pulled it backwards because obviously it came to go to the HMS Belfast, so it was docked next to the Belfast, but it came forward to go to the Belfast. I suppose that's what they did with the other tall ship that we saw a while ago, last year, when we watched the bridge open from the top. But the really cool thing was we got to see a tugboat pulling this massive cruise ship. That was so cool. But they pull it backwards because it goes in forwards, but there's no space to turn because the cruise ship is so big. Then you've got the HMS Belfast almost in the middle of the water, and of course you've got the Uber boats, the city cruises and all of those going up and down the river, and there's just not enough space between Tower Bridge and London Bridge for a massive cruise ship to manoeuvre. So they actually had the wee little tugboat pulling it under the bridge, which I thought was really cool. Quite enjoyed that. Hello to Judy from Petra. Hello, Anissa Gage. Here across the pond, you call those little things tugboats. Yeah, tugboats, or yeah, I forget the other name. We've got another name, but we call them tugboats here as well, as Wendy mentioned. But we also have another name for them. I forget what the other name is, but we do have another name for it. Petra, good night from Wendy. Happy brief on your way home, Petra. Hope you had a good day. Of course, this is Fen Court, where we got the wonderful memorial. Petra, got your message. Now on your way home. Got your massage, sorry. Now on your way home. Hope it was a good one. Thank you for the stars, Petra B. And hello, Kathy, once again. Hope you're doing well, Kathy. The tugs drop off the pilot and they take command of the ship. Oh, I didn't realize it would be the pilot piloting the tug as well. But pretty cool. I was wondering how far they would take it. Cash flow runs deep, but spirit runs... cash flow runs deep, but spirit deeper. You may ask, am I my brother's keeper? I answer, by nature, by spirit, by rightful laws, my name, my brother, Wilberforce. Pilot boats, Diane, might be. Because I kept telling Beatrice's... Because when we were watching it with Beatrice's parents, I kept telling them the other name could be pilot boats. You might be right, Diane. Hello to Diane, by the way. Here we have the guilt of Cain. Lovely bit of wordplay over there. G-I-L-T, but of course we have the other guilt, which is G-U-I-L-T. The guilt of pain. Here is the ask price on the closed position. History is no inherent acquisition. For here, the technical correction upon the act, a merger of truth and in actual facts, on the spot, on the money, the spread. The dealer lied when the dealer said the bull was charging, the bear was dead. The market must calculate per capita, not head. And great traders acting in concert, arms rise as the actuals fraught on the sea of franchise, thrown overboard into the exchange to drown. In distressed brokers' disconsolate frown. In accounting, liquidity is as a mounting morbidity, but raising the arms with such rigid rapidity. Oh, the raping, rapacious fluidity, the violence, the vicious and vexed volatility. The roaring trade floor rises above crashing waves. The traders buy ships beneath the slaves. Sway machete, back, sway machete again. Cut back the sugar rush cane. The whip saw its all, and the whip saw it all. The rising markets and the cargo fall. Who'll enter Jerusalem? Make the margin call for Abel. Who will kick over the stall and turn the table? Cain gathers Cain, his guilt gift to his land. But whose sword of truth shall not sleep in hand? Who shall unlock the stocks and share? Break the bond, the bind and bound laid bare. The truth, cash flow runs deep, but spirit deeper. You may ask, am I my brother's keeper? I answer, by nature, by spirits, by rightful laws. My name, my brother, Wilberforce. Of course, William Wilberforce, one of the leading figures in the abolishment movement, but there were so many people involved in that particular movement, but quite a lovely monuments there. Petra, thank you for the stars once again. Kathy, love your tour. This part of London is beautiful. Be careful here. The cars can be a bit tricky around here. But yeah, the city is so gorgeous, Kathy, as you mentioned. Simply phenomenal. There's always something hidden around each and every corner. Let's go check out the walkie-talkie where you've got the Sky Garden. Yes, I did. I need to do the videos because I'm doing two different videos, one for the main page and one for Guardians. Also got a couple of other videos, so I'm just working on editing a few videos. I've got two videos from Oxford, from Blenheim Palace as well. So we posted the Harry Potter tree from Blenheim, but we've got a longer video of the gardens and bits of the interior and of course the eyes. So just putting those videos together, a few videos to edit. Debbie. But yeah, it is coming, the executions. Also, I'm working on a tour at the moment, so I've got a lot. Working on a few tours, private tours. Got the slavery tour, and then Tudor and Stuart, Tudor, Stuart, and 20th century art history tour, private tour that I have to sort of curate. And then a different version of the slavery tour. So busy 2023. Quite exciting. Yeah, doing all that research can be time consuming. Ooh, I've got Pan, the hornbill. Never seen this Pan before. It's proper ugly, this one. Pan is also known as the ugly one, the horned one, the beast. Yeah, Blenheim would be great to see. Yeah, I just need to put them together. So many videos from Blenheim. I'm thinking of doing a short video for the main page of the gardens and a short video for the interior. And then a much longer video combining both, but all the extra bits. Like, it's going to be such a long video for the Guardians. You're very interested in that topic, yeah? It's pretty cool. Yeah. Also, I think I'm thinking of, with the executions one, because it was so packed that day, some of the clips are not as usable as I'd like. So I need to figure out if I should. Need to see when I put it together first, but should I go to some of the execution sites and then do clips to intercede in between the exhibitions? So go to all the execution sites in London. So we have one of the exhibition and one of the places. I mean, clips of the exhibition and clips of the places the exhibition was talking about. But quite fascinating. What is the building? I have no idea. You've got a coffee shop there. Wendy. So you got Black Sheep Coffee and then offices. But it's that row of building on, can't remember the street because we're coming onto Great Tower Street now for a lovely view of the Shard in the distance there. Debbie, thank you for the stars. There's the Shard for you, tallest building in Western Europe. And I love this photo opportunity of the Shard. I'm going to cross over in a few moments. But do feel free to make a screenshot. Judy, thank you for the stars, you're a legend. Kathy, thank you for the stars, you're a legend. Yeah, it's just strange. It's a particularly gruesome version. Well, not gruesome, they all kind of are quite gritty whenever you see Pan. Not sure if we'll see Pan again. There's Athena close to here. I don't think we're going to see Pan again. I'm trying to figure out if there is another Pan. If I do see another Pan, I will point it out. Just because often one of the things Pan is known for is that he was quite ugly. But he's quite virile as well. So, interesting couple of things there. Yeah, a lot of these buildings now, they sort of merge the old buildings with the new buildings in the city. Sort of creating a new character, but losing the old character of the city. But quite interesting nonetheless. So as we continue, we're approaching the other side of St Dunstan's in the east. So we're going to see how St Dunstan's is progressing as we head towards summer. Doesn't look like there are any Instagrammers today. Usually on the weekends you get so many Instagrammers here. Do it for the gram. Katia Vital, hello, Katia Vital. So you got All Hallows House right here. And the last surviving part of St Dunstan in the east. Whereas we're not too far from All Hallows by the Tower. It used to be the parish of All Hallows the Less. Look at those little cherubs. Don't mind if they develop but leave the old one standing. Yeah, I think they do have a nice mix at the moment of the old and new, but hopefully it is getting a bit garish. Especially if you look at it from Primrose Hill. We're losing the story of London in the skyline. So all the spires are disappearing behind glass and what have you. And all the towers. London is magic, always something special around the corner, Kathy. Definitely. It is a simply phenomenal place. Of course, here is St Dunstan in the east. I love the arches and walking through them. And it's looking ever so green. So it'll only get greener and greener. Then it's going to turn to purples and golds and yellows. Nature's treasures. Nature's gold is green. It's her hardest hue to hold. Any fans of Robert Frost? Just beautiful, Wendy. Certainly is. Still a few more weeks, I think, for the vines to reach their peak. Wisteria apparently has been late this year. So wisteria is starting to come out. It's supposed to be out already, but the wisteria is slowly starting to come out. Hello, Dora Parmalki Deliani. How are you? Unique place, Cappy. Yeah, so this was bombed in World War II, and they decided to turn it into a garden, as it were. But really lovely. Ooh, I'm in someone's photo there. Dora, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us, of course, and thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon. We're going to finish by the tower, actually. Well, actually, we'll go to the tower, then go to Tower Hill. Finish with a wonderful view of Tower Hill. But we're going to pass by the tower to check out Super Bloom. So, if you follow me this way, walk this way, talk this way. So, excited for Super Bloom. Of course, they planted 20 million seeds last year. And it was gorgeous, even though it was late. I'm wondering if it'll be on time this year or late. But nonetheless, it was late last year, but it was beautiful and worth the wait. Debbie, thank you for the stars. You're a legend. Of course, they had a massive ladder, which was, slide, which was quite terrifying. It looked small and looked like a simple slide. But let me tell you, that slide was fast. I was surprised when I went down it last year. Just coming out of Harp Lane, leading to Cross Lane. Debbie, thank you for the stars. You're a legend.
Thrill. We can take a ride.
As we continue up this way, you've got the lovely pub that is the Hung, Drawn and Quartered, where Major General Harrison was executed after it's got the quote from Samuel Pepys telling us of the execution of Major General Harrison after the Restoration, 1660. Of course, our Major Harrison had been a parliamentarian, and Samuel Pepys had been like a turncoat or a turncloak, because during the interregnum and the protectorship, he obviously had to be on the side of Cromwell and his cronies. But after the Restoration, Samuel Pepys went back to the side of the royals, and it said he was actually secretly a royal the whole time. But you know, the royals had lost, so if you wanted to survive, you had to play the game, as it were. But yeah, it said he was quite excited to see Major General Harrison hung, drawn and quartered. And he wrote in his diary, he was looking as cheerful as any man could in that condition. That was on the 13th of October in the year 1660. And they've named the pub the Hung, Drawn and Quartered, right there. So we can cross here. Speed on that slide here, yeah, I've gone in a flash. It's so fast. It didn't look like it was going to be fast, but it was quite fast, as you mentioned, Debbie. Back home, Petra, fantastic. Pepys was smart, yeah. I mean, you had to do that in those days. It was just so dangerous Like, even just being a writer is a lot more dangerous. Not for, like, I mean, it is dangerous for a lot of writers around the world today. But in those days, everywhere, it would be dangerous to put your thoughts to paper. Just the wrong word. It isn't even the wrong word. It would just take the wrong person to read what you've written in the wrong way. For example, if you've written satire, someone may think it was serious. And that could get you done. So yeah, Pepys had to be very, very smart. But he was quite excited for the return of the monarchy. So as I mentioned in the evening, we're going to be, well, the tour, I'm going to do a witches tour from Tower Hill Station, but the tour ends at St Paul's. So I'm going to be walking from here back to where we came from. Then on the clock app, depending on what time we finish, and a couple of other things, we'll be going live to check out Tower Bridge opening. So if you wanted to see Tower Bridge opening, or the Tower Bridge lift as they call it, I keep saying Tower Bridge opening, but officially they call it the Tower Bridge lift because they lift two sides. I prefer opening, but then I guess it gets confusing because Tower Bridge is also a museum. So, you know, when you say open, it could mean when Tower Bridge the museum opens, whereas when Tower Bridge the two bits that lift up lift is the opening. So yeah, I get it. But I prefer Tower Bridge opening to Tower Bridge lift. But officially, it is, of course, the Tower Bridge lift. If you ever wanted to see what times, if you want to see, if you're coming to London and you're planning to get a photo or a video, or even go to the top of Tower Bridge and see the bridge opening from the bottom, just type into Google or whatever search engine that you use, type in Tower Bridge lift on the internet, and it should take you to the Tower Bridge website. One of the first links, it's already open. I think it's just for Tower visitors though at the moment. But yeah, it should take you to the timetable of when the Tower Bridge lifts or opens, as it were. But it's looking lovely already. Look at this. So we want England to return to this. These are the famous English meadows, the wild English meadows. One of the things England is famous for, Britain is famous for. All this dotted colour on a backdrop of green. Can you guys see it? It's so gorgeous, and it's only going to get better. There are 20 million seeds in there, 20 million plants. Nice and green after all the rain yet. Definitely, Debbie. Wendy, lovely walk. Have a good afternoon, evening. Good rest, Wendy, of course. Thank you for joining us. I know it's very late over there, down under, as they say. But look at that. Looking forward to visiting again. It's going to be lovely. Laura Sangers, you're welcome. So we're still going to Tower Hill, guys, just to check out the view of the tower. But this is the situation at Super Bloom. So we saw the situation at All Hallows, not All Hallows, at St Dunstan's, but we also got the Super Bloom coming into view. You see bluebells, Wendy, yeah. Oh, I need to figure out a time to go to the bluebell fields near my house. Yeah, so gorgeous.
When I told us about
So Petra got some photos for you, Wendy, at the Highgate Cemetery. So many cool bluebells there. And one interesting thing about Highgate, if you go in spring, around this time of spring, is I think it was so touching and very cool. But one plant you'll see dotted in and amongst the headstones and the graves and the mausolea and the tombs is the tiny blue flower that looks like a tiny blue star. And of course it's the forget-me-nots flower. So I thought that was a really nice touch in Highgate Cemetery, by the way, that they have all the forget-me-nots. There was like quite a few graves just literally covered in forget-me-not flowers, which I think is really nice. It's a really touching thing, because of course the people who reside, most of them, because there are some who are alive, residing in the Highgate Cemetery, but most of the people residing in Highgate have of course passed on. But you actually had all the wonderful forget-me-nots which is so nice, just to have the flower that is called Forget Me Not on the grave. I think that's pretty cool. I still want to be turned into a tree though. When I do go, I want to be a tree. Hopefully, like, I can inhabit the tree. I want to haunt the tree and just watch people. I love people watching, so I want to be like in the tree, just watching. But like, I want to be a yew tree because the oldest tree in London is about 2,000 years old, so they live for a long time. So I just want to be watching folk for 2,000 years. In the year, like, what, 5,000, and I'm there chilling as a yew tree. Lovely flowers, yeah, they are such lovely flowers. Debbie, hello, Graziella Cicutini or Citruttini. Apologies for all the names I get incorrect, of course. Catherine Metze, you miss London, you're welcome. Glad you enjoy the live. So guys, we're approaching the end of today's live. This is where we meet for our witches tour. If any of you are interested in that particular subject matter, then do check it out. Do lots of different kinds of tours. We've got private tours as well, so you can book private tours. It is quite nice. So we meet here by the exit to Tower Hill Station. I usually stand over there depending on how busy it is. So you'll find me there with the old brolly. Yes, that could be arranged. You need to put it into writing. So yeah, I can become a yew tree. Wendy, I'm going to put that into writing actually. Make me a yew tree. So here we got a lot of lovely timelines around London. All different kinds. Beautiful works of art. Oh, you can see this. Oh, you got Dick Whittington and his cat there. Ooh, that's cool. 1349, the Black Plague. Never noticed that skull before. Which Maggie is that? Got Watts Tyler. His execution there. The first Lord Mayor. Very cool. Witches tour was great coming, and yes, you went in March 2022. Now, I don't know if this is open. The barriers are falling, so I'm going to take that to mean it is open, and that's disconnected also. That side is closed. So technically this should be closed, but it looks open. I love coming up here for this gorgeous view, guys. And 8. Wendy, I'm not sure what you mean and 8. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed this live. Thanks to everyone who commented and reacted. Thank you to our top fans and followers. Thank you to our supporters, our guardians. You guys are legends. Of course, without your support, we would not be able to do this. So we truly appreciate your amazing support. And of course, thank you to the legendary legends who are star senders. Guys, we would not be able to do this without you. You make the work that we love doing possible. Of course, we do hope you enjoy the work that we love doing. But thank you so much. But also, thank you very much to people who like the live and our videos as well. Remember, check out our videos, and thanks to everyone who shared our videos as well. So remember, we got the Tower Bridge lift that I did on Monday. I'm going to try and record the one today as well. So do check out our videos, because we're going to have some interesting videos for you guys as time goes by. Petra, you're going to see Guardians. Enjoy. I might be going tomorrow or Friday. I might have a tour tomorrow, so I'm not sure. It hasn't been confirmed yet. So of course tomorrow is Guardians and Dragons Day. So depending on the tour, I will be doing Guardians and Dragons Day tomorrow, but depending on the tour, if it goes ahead or not, I may or may not go to see Guardians, but hope you enjoy it. It's supposed to be really good, Petra, so I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Catherine, for sharing the live. Judy, thank you so much. And Debbie, thank you. Jill, Howard, thank you as well. Thank you, everyone, guys. Laura Sengers, bye. Have a lovely rest. Ooh, hay fever. Excuse me. I'm just trying to stifle a sneeze there. Dora, thank you so much. Oh no, this is slightly annoying. I hope it doesn't rain. This is not me saying I hope it rains, but I came prepared for the rain, but now I'm boiling. because I prepared for the rain. But it's better without the rain because I do have a few books in the old backpack. Nicole Charlebois. What is it? Your favourite tree in London? Well, it's in St James, not St James. It's Whitehall Gardens. I'll go back to Whitehall Gardens and show you another time. But that's my favourite tree, the one that grew sideways in Whitehall. Nicole Charlebois or Charlebois or Charlebois. Apologies for the names I got. Yes, I'm going to make a video. I just need to decide if I'm going to do a time lapse, but I will be making a video. I want to see if I can do a time lapse or a normal video, because the other video ended up being about 7 minutes because I was filming the whole procession of the tugboats taking the cruise ship from the HMS Belfast and then going under the Tower Bridge. Yeah, but yeah, we'll definitely be filming it later. Judy, hope it stays dry for the tour. Yes, and alive later on. Also depends on whether it rains, Debbie, because if I have to use the umbrella, I won't be able to use the other phone if it rains. So hopefully it doesn't rain when the bridge lifts. So if it does, I may have to use the umbrella, depending on what the rain is like, of course, because I won't be able to hold 2 phones and the umbrella. But that's the plan and the idea, of course. Diane is chucking it over there. Hope you get some good weather coming soon. Hello to Sylvie. Hello, Sylvie. Sorry. Jean Shingles, you're welcome. Have a wonderful day as well, Jean. I've been Vincent, guys, from Wonders of London. And of course, yeah, thank you for checking out our live and videos as well, and sharing them if you enjoy them. And do keep an eye out on our videos. We've got a lot of cool videos coming. Marco spent the day making videos yesterday, so lots of cool videos. But yeah, see you later on the clock up around, gonna try and go live around 6, maybe 6:15 latest, but all depends on a few different things. But so we'll be walking to Tower Bridge. Not sure if I'm gonna do it this side or the other side. Might do it on the other side, but we'll see anyway, depending on a couple of things. But yeah, see you later on the clock up. I've been Vincent from Wonders of London. Do have a lovely rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, etc., wherever you are. Sylvie joining us from Montreal. Hello, you joined us at the end, but you can catch up after the live is over. Debbie, thank you so much. Bye.